You've seen it now. What did you make of it?
And I always like the screenplay. These four rather lost souls on this Mediterranean island, and this sort of psycho-sexual drama between them.
Absolutely. Tell us about your lost soul, Harry.
Harry's his profession is a record producer, music producer. He claims to have been part of the Rolling Stones' history. Anyway, he's a highly energized, adrenalized man who is constantly a whirlwind of activity and verbal play, and he's a provocative, energized man who is also an entertainer. He's a cook, he likes to dance, he loves music, music's his life. But I think underneath there is a lost soul coming to reclaim the woman who he has been in love with in the past and who's now with someone else.
And that is kind of the heart of the story. Marianne is there, and in contrast to Harry, this incredibly articulate, quite verbose guy, she has no voice at that point.
That's right.
That's very interesting, isn't it?
Well, that was a great choice of Tilda. In an earlier version, Marianne spoke, and Tilda came with a strong feeling that she shouldn't speak. She's recovering from a voice operation. She's a popular singer, pop singer. And the film shows us in small flashbacks their previous life together. So she's going through a sort of recovering from an operation. She's a silent person with a lover, a young lover, Paul, who's also my friend. And Harry comes in like a tornado, in the end wanting her back. That's the sort of nub of it.
So the scene is set, and they're in this beautiful villa on this island.
They're on the island of Pantelleria, which is a real island between Sicily and Tunisia. It's a very rocky, volcanic island. It's buffeted by different winds, changing direction all the time. When I told people I was shooting on an island in the southern Mediterranean, they say, "Oh, lucky you!" And it was great, but also it was very tempestuous, and it was quite a often challenging shooting environment. Because communication was tricky, the roads are limited, and the weather, the wind's a real business there. It's a really strong thing, the winds.
Yeah. Now I have to ask you about that extraordinary scene that people are talking about, your dance, which is just fantastic. It really is. Did you talk to Luca about that? Did you choreograph it together, or was that?
Well, I worked with a great lady called Anne Yee. And I said to Anne, look, it's on the page of our screenplay was Harry dances and he's a good dancer.
Yeah.
So, and I've never been that confident as a dancer. I mean, I enjoy a dance after a few drinks, but with her, we worked on sort of freeing me up and getting me to just, explore that kind of dancing. And it's not choreographed. It's just.
I just wondered though, with your fellow actors on the day, did they know quite what you were going to do and what the reaction was on the first take? Because when the audience watches it, it's just like...
No, I think they got used to it after a bit because we did more than one take. But I think, but I think it was a great, just as a moment. The music is great, the emotional rescue, and I think everyone around enjoyed. The crew, I think they enjoyed. We had. We were able to play the music. Sometimes on film they got sound issues and you have to have something in your ear. Or we actually could play the music in the air, as it were, on speakers, hidden speakers.
Absolutely.
And it was great. I mean, I think everyone would want to dance on the roof of one of those houses with the sun beating down and the Rolling Stones blasting that.
Tell me about working with Tilda, because Tilda and Luca were together, I think, stretching back 20 years, I guess. And so talk about working with those two first specifically.
Clearly, he and Tilda have, they have a connection, creative connection, but I felt we were all included, and Tilda's very inclusive, and she's very sensitive to it being an ensemble. So I felt that it was we were all connecting, listening, working. I thought it was very open.
トップスターのマリアンは年下の彼とバカンスを楽しんでいた。そこへ現れたのは昔の男と彼の美しい娘。
You can talk, can't you? Come on, tell me you're better. Yes, you are.
You feel nostalgic?
Are we fighting? do this? How many years ago?
My trouble is that I fall in love with every pretty thing.
What's the point of Paul in your life now?
It's me. Stop this lying to yourself.
On either side of a record album, you'd hear 6, and then you'd have to flip the thing over to hear more.
Have I done something to upset you?
You're obscene.
Everyone's obscene. That's the whole fucking point. We see it and we love each other anyway.
I love you.
思いがけない事件がマリアンの運命を狂わせる。胸騒ぎのシチリア。